بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you all? Hope you all are well today. This is the time for your language class, students. For this, take out your language book. We have our language book. As you all know that in our previous class we have started a new topic. That was the topic number 9 on page number 41. Kinds of phrases. Topic number 9, kinds of phrases. Here it is. Students, in our last class, we have discussed the one that is adjective phrase. What the adjective phrase are. Hope you understand that what the adjective phrase are and you have done the homework related to that one phrase. Now, today we are going to start second one kind of this one phrases. These phrases, that is adverb phrases. Adverb phrases are those phrases which does the work of an adverb, that behave as an adverb, are called as adverb phrases. And what the adverbs are? What are the adverbs? A word that qualifies a word. For example, extremely, fast. The word extremely is explaining your verb fast. So we call it what? An adverb. Hardly, breakable. The word hardly is explaining the word breakable. So we call it what? An adverb. So those words that describe, that qualifies a verb are called as adverbs. But what the adverb phrases are? As I told you in my previous lecture that what the phrases are, let's recall it that what the phrases are. Phrases are actually the words or group of words in a sentence that do not have subject. I'm again repeating it multiple times that I have tell you this story that phrases are those part of a sentence. These are the group of words that do not have subject, that do not have any sort of verb, and they do not make any sense individually. Individually, they do not make any sense, but when this part is going to attach with the sentence, it gives a sentence complete sense. So this part of a sentence that do not have subject, do not have any verb, and individually it not make any sense is called as phrase. What the adverb phrases are? Those group of words that describes a word in a given sentence are called as adverb phrase. How? Let's discuss. First, adverb phrase are those phrases that does the work of an adverb, that similarly act as an adverb, are called as adverb phrases. These adverbs tell us what these adverbs tell us, that when, how, why, and where the action takes place. When you get the answer in a given sentence, when you get the answers that when the action takes place, how the actions takes place, why the actions takes place, and where the actions takes place, then that respected group of words will be called as what? Adverb phrase. Let me give you some example, then it will be more clear to you that what the adverb phrases are. The students, suppose that I have an example. I have example of that Sarah teaches English. Sarah teaches English. How? If I tell you to make it as to make an adverb phrase by using this one, subject and a verb, how you're going to make an adverb phrase? You just have to answer this one question, that how Sarah is teaching. Sarah teaches English very well. Now the verb is teaches, and the words that are qualifying these verbs, this one verb is very well, and this is ultimately giving you the answer that how Sarah is teaching. Sarah is teaching very well. So what we call it? Because it is describing your verb, and it is describing that how Sarah is teaching, as these are the kinds of the words. The adverb of manner, as we have discussed in our previous classes in the beginning of this one class, the kinds of adverbs that tells you the adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of time. That the adverbs are those that tells you the time, that tells you the place, that tells you the reason. So these are called as the adverb. So whenever a verb gives you the answer of such question, we call it what? Adverb of phrase. Here the verb, first we have a verb in a given sentence, then we have very well. How she was teaching? She was teaching very well. So we call it what? Adverb of phrase. Number 2. Sarah, again I am taking the same example, teaches English. When Sarah is teaching English, Sarah is teaching English in the evening. In the evening. Now, in the evening will become, because it is giving you the answer that when Sarah is teaching in the evening. So, again it will become, it is called as adverb phrase, because it gives you the answer of when Sarah is teaching in the evening. Third, Sarah teaches English where? Where she is teaching English? Sarah teaches English in her house. Now, it is telling you the word that is qualifying a place, that where Sarah is teaching. Sarah teaches English in her house. So again we call it adverb phrase, because it is again qualifying a word. It is describing a verb in terms of place, that where she is teaching in her house. Number 4, reason. Why Sarah is teaching? Sarah teaches English, again I am taking the same example, to help her students. To help students. So this tell you that why she is teaching. Because she wants to help students. Just to help students, she is teaching English. Again we call it what? Adverb phrase. So students, as you see here in every example, I gave you the reason that how she is teaching very well. When she is teaching, it tells you the time, that when she is teaching in the evening. Where she is teaching in her house. Why she is teaching? To help her students. So whenever you get in a sentence, whenever you get the answer of such questions that are describing a word, then that part of the sentence we call it what? Adverb phrase. Okay, let me give you some more examples. This is a single example I have taken to explain you. Now I am going to take different examples that will help you more to understand the topic more clearly. Now here example number 1. Sarim eats like a crazy person. How Sarim eats? How Sarim eats? Sarim eats like a crazy person. The word, first you have to, whenever you have to identify a phrase, you have to identify the verb in a given sentence. The verb is eats. And those words that are explaining this verb eats is like a crazy person. And it is giving you that how he is eating, because it is giving you the answer that how is he is eating, so it will become your adverb phrase. Okay, as it is describing a verb, Sarim eats like a crazy person, so we call it what? Adverb phrase. He speaks to everyone in a peaceful manner. How he speaks to everyone? The verb is speaks. And how is speaking to everyone? In a peaceful manner. So the part of the sentence, in a peaceful manner, if you notice that this one part do not have any sort of subject as well as do not have any word, and individually it is not making complete sense. So we call it phrase, right? And what kind of phrase it is? Adverb phrase, because it is qualifying a verb that how he is speaking in a peaceful manner. Another one, mother is working in the kitchen. Mother is working in the kitchen. So your verb is working. And the words that are qualifying these verbs are, this one verb is in the kitchen. What it is telling you? A place that where mother is cooking, where mother is working. Mother is working in the kitchen. Because it is describing a verb, we call it what? Adverb phrase. Right? Number 4. I play with my kids in my free time. So, I play. What is your action word in this one sentence? Play. And then, I like to play with my kids in my free time. Here, these group of words tell me the time that when I like to play with my kids. I like to play with my kids in my free time. So, we call, because it is telling us time and ultimately it is explaining a word play. So, we call it what? Adverb play, right? Last one. I want to earn lots of money to help poor. I want to earn lot of money to help poor. This gives me the reason why I want to earn lot of money. I want to earn lot of money to help poor. The verb is earn. To help poor is the group of words that we call it phrase. And what kind of phrase it will be? Adverb phrase, because it is explaining you what? It is explaining us a verb. Whenever, again I am repeating the definition, that whenever a group of words qualifies a verb in a given sentence are called as adverb phrases. Hope you understand well from the examples clearly. Let us discuss the homework related to this one topic, students. First, you have to do the definition. On page number, come to page number 43. Here we have a definition of adverb phrases here in the blog. Or you can easily get this one definition from the homework folder. Definition, and write down 3 examples. You can write down 3 examples in your own words as well, okay? Then you have to start this one exercise from page number 44, exercise B. As I hope that the topic is clear, completely. You have to do this one exercise by your own. Write down first 10 sentences in your copy and underline the adverb phrases with the help of prominent color or marker or a pointer. Write down full sentence with blue pen and underline it with black one. Okay, I'm reading out first 3 sentences for you. The question is, pick out the adverb phrase from the following sentences. Sentence number 1, the doctor examined the patient with great care. How doctor examined the patient? The doctor examined the patient with great care. So, what is the verb here? Examine. And the group of words that are describing that how he examined with great care will become your what? Adverb phrase. Number 2, the patient was waiting in the room of the hospital. So here it tells you that where the patient was waiting. The verb is waiting. Okay. And where the patients are waiting? In the room of the hospital. So in the room of the hospital will become your what? Adverb phrase. Number 3, we were building sandcastle on the windswept beach. So, where? It tells you the place that where we were building a sandcastle. We were building a sandcastle on the windswept beach. On the windswept beach will become your adverb phrase because it is telling you the place. Just like that, you have to solve every sentence in this one given exercise. Students, that is all about today's lecture. If you have any query related to this one lecture, you can ask us through our WhatsApp number. That is all about today. We will meet soon inshallah in our next class. Allah Hafiz everyone.